Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the entry of the school district dignitaries and the graduating class of 2017. Please remain standing after our graduates have entered the field for the playing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. The privilege of this event was made possible by those who have fought and continue to fight for the freedoms we enjoy. Civilian gentlemen, please remove your hats. All veterans, we encourage you to render the appropriate salute, and everyone able, please remain standing as we proudly sing the national anthem.
Welcome to Gerba Field on the campus of Hazel Park High School for the class of 2017's graduation ceremony. Thank you to Mr. Brad Elstone and the Hazel Park High School Band for providing our music tonight. Thank you for your endurance and standing. You may now be seated. Graduates also may be seated. As evidence, the graduating class of 2017 is very well disciplined and follows directions very well. As the principal of Hazel Park High School, it is an honor and pleasure to welcome you to our 124th commencement ceremony. Parents, family members, friends, and neighbors, as your students' biggest supporter, you all witnessed a great deal of growth from kindergarten to their senior year, from remembering the alphabet to the periodic table of elements, from coloring inside the lines to writing an essay on Romeo and Juliet, and from reciting the 50 states to solving multivariable equations, you have encouraged your student during many late evenings and early mornings. As their biggest cheerleader, their most important critic, and their largest supporter, you all have contributed to where your student is today. While helping math homework was not always easy, and making the midnight run for poster board because they thought the project was due next week, you provided support for your student. Without your encouragement as your students' coaches, teachers, counselors, and principals, and district administrators, our job would have been even more difficult. Class of 2017, please join me in a round of applause thanking those in the audience and those that could not join us today for being your biggest supporter. Of course, many hands make light work. The support you gave your student was joined by the careful guidance of many people along their path towards graduation. We are joined this evening by the Board of Education. Please join me in applause for their dedicated effort ensuring all students in Hazel Park receive a quality education. The vision of our district and your students' education is guided by our superintendent, Dr. Amy Krupe, and our central office administrators. Please applaud with me to thank them for their role in shaping your students' education. We are fortunate tonight to be joined by a number of high school, junior high, and elementary teachers. While at the high school we see your student in the last 4 years of their education, we know that they are a fraction of the overall educational experience. From ABCs to SAT, many teachers have a role in getting your student to where they are today. Let's thank all your students' teachers with a warm round of applause. Your student is supported not only in class by their teachers, but across the school from their principals, guidance and college advising counselors, secretarial staff, custodial and cafeteria staff, and the coaching extracurricular adults that inspire learning outside the classroom. We all work to enhance your students' time in school. Thanks for their role in your students' education. Many thanks this evening to your students' class advisors, Kathy Kish and Lenore Barshaw. Combined, they planned and supported the festivities, celebrations, and recognitions your student received during the last year. And lastly, class of 2017, congratulations and job well done. You made it. Allow your high school graduation to be an achievement that serves as a launching point for the great things you will all do. While the journey of your high school career is at a close, the next chapter awaits you all. Be the author of your life story. Do not let others write your story for you. Choose your own path, collect experiences, say yes to more opportunities than not, see the world and travel, step away from your comfort zone, surround yourself with people that know you and support you to be the best version of yourself, and realize that life is a lot more than a hashtag or a Facebook post. And most importantly, when you fall, make sure you fall forward. Fall forward, learn from mistakes, make necessary corrections, and move forward. This is what we, as your Hazel Park support team, have done over the last 13 years. Ensure you move forward with confidence, with new knowledge, and the desire to take on the next challenge. For today and always, congratulations on this achievement. We're proud of what you have done and excited for where you will travel. Remember, you always be a Hazel Park Viking. Best wishes on your voyage. It is now my pleasure to welcome Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Amy Creepy, to the podium to provide you with her welcoming message.
I think I'm a bit shorter. How about a round of applause for our principal, Mr. Daly? Good evening, Hazel Park Board of Education, community, parents, family, staff, students, and our graduating class of 2017. Once again, I am humbled and fortunate to be before you on your memorable day as you venture toward your next steps after Hazel Park High School. What a beautiful evening we were once again gifted with to share with our family and friends as you gather one final time as the 2017 Viking senior class. It has been an exciting year in the high school of Hazel Park. As a class, you have exceeded many senior classes before you and have become the catalyst for high achievement while demonstrating a life of balance of arts, sports, charity work, and often jobs. This year, you have led other Viking classes by your amazing accomplishments. This list is great, but to name a few, you have won academic athletic awards, athletic championships, produced amazing and beautiful musics and plays, and created art, raised money, and donated gift to others. And shall we not forget the obtainment of over $2.5 million in scholarships. My list could go on as we as a district are truly proud of the young adults you have become and will be in the future. We have been fortunate to call you our students. It is now time, however, to focus on your future and to develop your own fortune. So what is fortune? One definition would state that a fortune is a person's position in life determined by wealth. Another definition you would find would be fortune is chance. I believe that fortunes are things that happen or are about to happen to you in your life and as you continue on. You alone are in charge of your own fortune. How can you make your fortune? Well, I am not an expert. I have a few of these tidbits that I think will resonate with you as you reflect back in the future to this events. So here are the ingredients to a fortune. Family. Those individuals with the greatest fortune keep their families first. As you exit the field tonight, think of all those families and friends who have supported you along the way to get here. Remember the fierce love that they have provided you and the love you've provided them in return. This is one of your greatest fortunes. As you travel on your next spiking invention, remember to include your family along the ride. They are your biggest supporters and fans are an important ingredient. Knowledge. For some of you, you have chosen to join the military, go to a trade school, college, or head right to work. For each of you, this is going to look a little different. In 10 years at a reunion, you will come back, and some may be doctors and lawyers, while others may be electricians, or even stay-at-home moms and dads. You may find that many of you struggled along the way, while others just moved through life with ease. However, you have one beautiful gift that is an ingredient of a great fortune, and that is the knowledge you have received up until today and as you enter into these adult waters. Knowledge, however, comes in many forms, from your work experience or to the books you read. Remember, all of this is a gift and is one of your great fortunes. No one can ever take this away or diminish the education and training you've received in and out of the classroom. Reach and thirst for all the knowledge you can and strive to the highest achievement. Friends. You've made friends over the last 13 years of school and are about to meet a world of new faces. It is easy to move on and let these friendships go. You must nurture these relationships and attend to them along your journey. Though not often easy, you will find that the friendships of today and tomorrow are the ones of the greatest fortunes of your life. The greatest friends bring out the best of you. They will help you to succeed as you venture to achieve your own fortune. Kindness, compassion, and caring. This year, many of you have demonstrated this agreement as you have donated gifts to those in need or stood by a friend. You have often reached out to an administrator or stood up for causes that you have believed in because you have cared about somebody or something. Our world needs to see more kind, compassionate, caring individuals. You have the power to develop these characteristics in the community you embrace. This ingredient will bring you much fortune. As Leo Buscaglia said, too often we understate the power of a touch, a smile, a kind word, a listening ear, an honest compliment, or the smallest act of caring, all of which have the potential to turn the life around. The difference you make in others' lives every day is a rich piece of your own fortune and will come back to you twofold throughout your life. Humble. The greatest leaders in history were not great because of their wealth or circumstances, but because of the person. They knew that even in their position, they are no greater than any other person or project around them. As you are rising and learning, remember to be humble. Ask questions, recognize those around you who are being successful, collaborate on your work, enjoy every minute. You can still be humble and be proud of your great accomplishments you have achieved and the many more that lie ahead of you. Change. To make or become different. Our city, state, and country and world needs to keep changing for the better. The final agreement that I share with you is for you to look to make a difference in the world around you for the better. As Robert Frost's poem shared, I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere, ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled, and that has made all the difference. Take the time to change a part of your fortune. Identify in the world what needs to change and inspire to change it. You must be strong and take the road less traveled to make this happen. But I am confident with the ingredients from above, you will be fearless leaders who can work relentless to make the future of our world great. Our future depends on all of you. You have the creativity, knowledge, and the desire to make things better. Dear graduates, I wish for you the greatest fortunes that life has to offer: family, kindness, compassion, caring, and love, knowledge beyond your wildest dreams, while humbly accepting that which we do not know and grow from it. I look forward to your fearlessly changing the world, one road at a time, and we hope you will eventually head back to us in Hazel Park. Congratulations again, and thank you for letting us be a part of your voyage.
I'm short. Yay. Congratulations, class of 2017. We made it. Yay! I recall arriving at Hazel Park once again when I was in the 10th grade. I was an extremely shy young woman with an even smaller group of friends. Formalities to teachers was a must, and naivety was normality. However, one memory stained my mind my sophomore year of high school. The entire school was seated in the large gym for class day that year. During the opening address, one of my friends turned to me and informed me that they could imagine me giving a speech just like her. So here I am. After 4 long years, we have arrived here. After today, we are no longer high school students, no longer required to attend school or mind the dress code that so many of us disagree with. For some, there will be no more tests, no finals, no essays, no waking up at 6 in the morning for classes. For others, it has only just begun. Coffee-induced all-nighters and ramen-filled dinners will plague us until, once again, we are handed the thing we have worked so hard for. And all of us will go on to do amazing things. I say this not as your peer, but someone who believes so strongly in all of us. We have all worked so hard in getting to this moment, overcoming heartbreaks and failures, celebrating successes. This was the hardest 4 years that we, as teenagers, have experienced. Whether you took 4 AP classes or all gym classes, we have all had some form of struggle to overcome. This is what life is about. Hills that go up and down and spin around in what seems like an endless circle. Nevertheless, we continue on. And forever we will continue the memories that we have accumulated over the past 4 years. Sports games that you didn't quite understand, plays and musicals performed by your classmates, field days filled with laughing as your class takes down the others. These are the memories that will be forever preserved in our mind, and I, for one, will cherish every memory I have of this school. From the good to the downright bad experiences, these shaped me into the person that I am today, and the people who you are. We grew up with one another, listening as slang progressed over the years from saying swag to lit. It is these memories that we shall live with forever. In 9th grade, I attended a school where camo was appropriate to wear at prom, and where people spent their entire lives trying to get out of, but they never really did. Recently, I saw Facebook photos of them graduating. It was the fact that I had started my high school career with them that made me pause. We had all grown up. All of us grew from scared freshmen to seniors willing to fight for a cause, and so many of our teachers encouraging us to do so. But from those Facebook photos, I recalled a quote that I came up with. It was at the end of the school year, the last day for finals, in my geometry class. We had finished early and were discussing plans for senior year already. Senior pictures, senior prom, and our senior yearbook quote, disputing over if it was better to have a funny quote or a more serious one. Many of us today have chosen a rather humorous one to leave as our legacy in the school, including myself. However, during that time as a freshman, I came up with a more serious quote that I want to share with all of you. And I encourage you to live through it as best as you can. Do for the world what the world never did for you. Congratulations, class of 2017. We made it. And now, to do the senior address, we have the valedictorian, Ryan Drew.
Hello, everyone. My speech is geared towards the seniors, but first off, I would like to say thank you to all the people out here. It's amazing to see all these caring people in the stands in such a small city, so round of applause for you guys. Thank you. Well, hello, senior class of 2017. First off, I would like to congratulate each and every one of you for getting where you're at right now. Sitting in these seats does not simply mean you've waited through 4 years of high school to receive a piece of paper. It means that you all have the tenacity and the drive to push forward no matter what gets in your way. In your head, you knew what you wanted and you strived to get there. So congratulations. So as you take your next steps in life, continue to push forward, just like you have been for the last 4 years. The easiest way to do this is to find motivation. Motivation is key. Think about it. During high school, when let's say you had to write an essay, what was your motivation to complete that essay? Graduating. You wanted a good score on the essay so you could pass that class so you can graduate high school. Your motivation all this time was to just graduate from high school. Well, now you're here. You need new motivation. This is where I would like to offer you all a piece of advice. Right now, clear your head. Take a step back. Look at your life as a whole. Ask yourself, where do you want to be 10 years from now, or even 20 years from now? Think about it. Think about where you want to end up. Where will you be the happiest? Maybe you want to live in California and be a millionaire and have a big mansion and a bunch of fancy cars. Or maybe your dream is to live in a little ranch in the Midwest and raise a family. Whatever it may be, think about it right now. Then, once you've got that image in your head, your place of pure happiness, use that image as your source of motivation. Get excited. Think about how awesome your life is going to be. Then, the next time that problems arise, resort back to that motivation, to that image you created. The image of you becoming a doctor and saving someone's life. Or the image of your cheerful kids and how they have everything they've ever wanted because you've worked so hard to give them the best childhood possible. Use that image and keep going. Getting through those hard times will be substantially easier if you just think about where all that hard work is taking you. Think to yourself, this is just a part of the journey. If I ultimately want to end up here, I have to get through all of this first. Without motivation, when hard times come, you will have no reason to push through. You will allow yourself to go with the flow and end up wherever life takes you because you didn't really care about where you were going in the first place. If you let this happen, I guarantee that you will not end up where you want to be. You will not reach that image in your head. A boat that sets sail will never reach its intended destination without a captain to steer. Be that captain. Steer your boat in the right direction, no matter what gets in your way, just like you have been all this time. Finally, I ask one last thing of you. Years on down the road, when we're all back together at our high school reunion, I would like all of you to come up to me. Tell me about how you turned that image into a reality. Tell me about your journey, about all the troubles you've faced, and yet, even though it seemed impossible at the time, you had that one image in mind, and you let nothing stop you. And before I go, I would like to give a huge thank you to my family, especially my parents, Dennis and Julie Drew. I don't know where you're at, but thank you so much. You two are incredible. And I would like to give a thank you to all of my friends, my teachers, my coaches, and lastly, my amazing girlfriend, Kayla Brown, for helping me get where I am today. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Ryan and Skylar, for your great wisdom and inspiration. Based on their work academically, two students have distinguished themselves from among their peers as the valedictorian and salutatorian. Their drive, perseverance, determination, and dedication has earned them the highest academic honors for the graduating class of 2017. The class valedictorian earns the highest grade point average of the graduating class, while the salutatorian earns the second highest. You've already met one with the valedictorian, but we also want to introduce both to you one more time. The graduating class of 2017 is represented by Ryan Drew as the valedictorian. Please stand. And as the salutatorian, Lindsay Benson. Congratulations to you both. The freedoms we enjoy in our country are protected and enforced by members of our armed services. The graduating class of 2017 has 4 members who have chosen to enter the military. We are thankful for their commitment and dedication to protecting the rights we hold so sacred. As your name and branch are called, please stand to receive your applause. Nancy Jenkins, Navy. Cameron Martin, Navy. John Nell, Army. And Brady Pananen, Army. Thank you for your commitment to preserving our freedoms. And Mr. Gordon has another name for us. Darren Gibbs? I can't hear it. And Darren Gibbs. Darren, would you please stand? This just in, he's already been deployed and doing his basic training. My apologies for missing him. And he's on his way home. His sources of information are fantastic. Let's give him a round of applause, please. Dr. Krupe, Board of Education President, Ms. Rachel Noth, members of the Board of Education, parents, grandparents, family members, and friends of the class of 2017. It is my honor and my pleasure to announce each of the seniors has assembled, met the requirements for graduation from Hazel Park High School, set forth by the State of Michigan and the Department of Education. As we read each student's name and present them with their diploma, we ask you please hold your applause until all the names have been read. Each senior deserves to have his or her name heard on this important occasion. At the end, it's traditional. We applaud for everyone in unison and recognize our graduates. At this time, we welcome our guidance counselors, Christina Wilk and Whitney Bernstein, to the podium.
Aisela Marie Akins. Maya Latoy Alston. Jemiah Ravion Bailey. Madison Lynn Ballard. Jennifer Barley. Fatu Barrow. Monica Bean. Jayana Bell. Lindsay Marie Benson. Emily Helene Blazejewski. Austin Baldwin. Cameron Boatman. Kane Stephen Capps. Brian Christopher Carter II. Brendan Shane. Lamar Terry Coppins. Ryan Scott Drew. Shane Michael Durnian. Robert Lawrence Aldred. Brandon Dean Eskew. Sydney Elizabeth Brandenburg. Lillian Vanessa Casco Alvarez. Kayla Elizabeth Brown. Leasia Bernice Brown. April Ann Browning. Nitasia Nicole Burton. Alyssa Calkins. Mackenzie Sarah Herman. Kiera Danielle Christian. Hannah Victoria Cifuentes. James Joseph Estelle. Caleb Grant. Joel Michael Green. Tishawn Anthony Green. Ryan Michael Haley. Luke Halkey. Justin Haretsky. Malik Jawan Harris. Jacob Hartwell. Bradley Stephen Lustig. Ashley Renee Cooper. Decoriana Shantae Nicole Cooper. Brianna Marie Courtney. Brittany Charnay Courtney. Mariah Marie Couture. Alexandra Mary Culver. Hannah Culver. Erica Lynn Nicole Cusick. Cheyenne Rose Davidson. Joe Holmes. Joshua Michael Hempstead. Nicholas Hurst. Joseph Estefan. Michael Lawrence Kelly. Kyle Ethan King. Bruce Kish. Sage Lickman. Eric Long Jr. Christian Alexander Lafayette. Amber Simone Curry. Kelsey Renee D. Toledo. Brianna Larissa Louise Fenn. Mackenzie Amira Gilazan. Angelica Rose Dimmick. Jessica Lynn Franklin. Ernestine Mays Wallace. Haley Marie Grabowski. Chloe Elizabeth Grow. Umu Gay. Fama Gay. Nathan Hand. Terrence Helton.
Amber Ann Marie Hobbs. Leah Markey Nicole Holmes. Dear Domine Jackson. Mariama Nafi Jamay. India Shantae January. Nancy Elaine Jenkins. Geraldine Ivana Marie Johnson. Genevieve Johnson. Skylar Elizabeth Johnson. Alexis Lucille Justice. Shane Malik McLean. William Joseph Morrish. Kadeem Njai. John Nell. Austin Thomas Oakford. Brady Pennanen. Jatori Powell. Brandon Julian Rochelle. Christopher Charles Roberts. Michael Allen Sadler, Jr. Emily Nicole Justice. Tierra Ricole Kelka. Doris Janae Knight Brown. Alexi Camille Biova Marie Pade. Jordan Ashley Leland. Megan LaMountain. Summer Rose Loeffler. Haley Marie Lyell. Kara Marie Martin. Haley May Matlick. Leandrew Salis. Nicholas Shack. Javon Demetrius Shackles. David Quinn Smith, Jr. Seth Francis Sutter. Colin Truba. Kevin Shua Vang. Luke Stephen Waldecker. Cameron Sean Martin. Arturo Martinez. Jayla McLean. Kennedy Brooke McLean. Caitlin Marie Meacham. Ria Garifaya Nicolau. Morgan Marie Payne. Brittany Nicole Peralt. Ashley Marie Reed. Kathleen Robinson. Alyssa Ann South. Carolyn Emily Sterner. D'Artagnan Mason, Jr. Lamar Jalen Magruder. Blake Daniel McAllister. Perry Maxwell. Jacob John Waltermeyer. Malachi Lamar Watts, Jr. Austin Sean Wojciech. Paul Edwin Wells, Jr. Tyron Christopher Allen. Jonathan Arbo. Emily Ann Thompson. Leanna Ariel Thompson. Raina Lee Travis. Taryn Lee Walker. Angelica Tony Brooks. Nettie Warren. Marissa Nicole White. Carrington Suzette Andre Williams. Yes. Mariah Danelle Shanta Williams. Ella Suzanne Wilson. Deja Tillman. Kelsey Hebert. Finally, we would like to remember Katera Peyton Danick, who would have been a graduate of the class of 2017. Thank you. Yeah, this is.
Good evening, Hazel Park. I think I'm reading the wrong speech, sorry. Sorry about that. Welcome, parents, family members, friends, staff members, administrators, Board of Education members, and the Hazel Park community. It is my distinct honor to stand here before you this evening. Class of 2017. Moments ago, your life changed. You were handed your diploma, the key to your future. As you move your tassel from right to left, reflect upon your 4 years of high school and how impactful they have been. This year was a year of lasts. You played in your last high school sports game, performed in your last high school marching band competition or play, participated in your last pep rally and field day, and attended your last high school homecoming and prom dance. But this year was also a year of firsts. You were honored at your first sports senior night, have put your hand on the wall around the class mural, have ordered your cap and gown, have applied to colleges, and are now attending your first graduation ceremony as a graduate. This is it. This is the last time we will stand together as the Hazel Park High School graduating class of 2017. We're all going our separate ways. Some of us will be going off to college. Some of us will be attending trade school or going straight into the workforce. And others of us have made the courageous decision to fight for our country. It amazes me how far we've come together. No matter what your future plans entail, never forget the city you called home for 4 years or more. Never forget that Hazel Park made you strong. A friend of mine once said, Hazel Park ain't no place for sissies. Here you learn to fight for what your heart desires. It is only with the heart that one can see rightly what is essential is invisible to the eye. Le Petit Prince. Never forget that life is about small victories. Never forget that you've always got room for one more crusade. Never forget the wonderful examples our teachers have set for us. The way Miss Erickson taught us to follow our dreams. The way Mrs. Cruz taught us to see the good in everyone and everything. The way Mrs. McIntosh taught us that friendships last a lifetime and will stay in our heart forever, just like her friendship with Mrs. Gordon and Mrs. Barnett. The way Mrs. Burton taught us that laughter is the best medicine. The way Mrs. Ross taught us to see with our heart and not with our eyes. The way Mrs. Untener taught us to live a little. The way Mr. Pogue taught us to persevere through our hardships. Or even Mr. Elstone. To be early is to be on time is to be late, and to be late is to be left behind. You're going out into a society that doesn't have the faintest idea of where Hazel Park is on a map or where it is in your heart. You'll meet people who have had everything handed to them and have no idea how it feels to work for something. That's the difference between us and them. You've learned to work for everything you have. You're going out into a society that will judge you on your numbers, your SAT score, your GPA, the amount of financial aid you received, or the money that you brought your school. But instead, we know that numbers do not define us. We are defined by our goals and how we plan to reach them. Some of us began our freshman year as a cool breeze. You followed the path that was already laid out before you. You didn't fight the laws or even deviate from the norm. As time went on, you grew into a powerful breeze, a force to be reckoned with. You're ready to lay your own path, to lead you into the next chapter of your life. Your voice grew more powerful because of Hazel Park and the opportunities you had. If there is one thing we've all learned during our time here at Hazel Park High School, it's that we are valued. We've all been in a place in our life where we thought we'd never move forward and things would never get better. But sometimes we needed that little bug in our ear to push us onward and upward, and that's just where we're going. Every single one of us is off to do great things. Today marks the last day of your high school career. What are you going to do now? Are you going to get a job? Maybe take a road trip to Idaho? Or even go skydiving? The possibilities are endless. Coming from Hazel Park is not a drawback. It gives you strength. When you're out living your life, think of this moment. Think of the way you feel right now. The rush of adrenaline, the tears you feel swelling up in your eyes, and the sense of accomplishment that fills your heart. Make sure to visit home often. You have worked 13 years for this moment. Congratulations to all of you. Today is your day. Make sure to make the most of it. I'd also like to thank my family for all of their support and pushing me through these last 13 years of school. Thank you, guys. Hazel Park Board of Education, Dr. Krupe, family and friends, and the Hazel Park community. It gives me great pleasure to announce that the students of Hazel Park class of 2017 have graduated. Graduates, you may move your tassel to the left side. Class of 2017, please stand. It is my pleasure to announce the graduated class of 2017.